How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to JustJarrod Gaming. My name is JustJarrod, but you can just call me Jared. Now today we are going to be talking about a game called Pyre. Now Pyre is being developed by Supergiant Games. If you don't know who Supergiant Games are, they have definitely made a name for themselves over the last few years with their games Bastion and Transistor. Now Pyre will be releasing in 2017 on PS4 and PC simultaneously. You can check out their Steam page. All that will be in the description box below. So what is Pyre? Pyre is a party-based role-playing game where you lead a band of exiles through a competition known as the Rites, through a mystical purgatory. So, Supergiant kind of has always had this kind of aspect with their games. They have like rich atmospheric storytelling, presentation, and they have like really good distinctive gameplay that's unique and stylized to what they do. And with this, as you see in the gameplay, the game is very abstract visually, it looks very vibrant, very pretty, and that was the same with Bastion and Transistor. Bastion was one of my favorite indie games, is one of my favorite indie games. I actually played it on this channel back when it was a Let's Play channel, and I loved Bastion to death. So this is Supergiant's next game. It is very different. They love doing different things with games that aren't really done ever. So that's what makes Supergiant really good. That's why they're really popular, like I said, with Bastion and Transistor. So in Pyre, you lead a band of exiles through a competition known as the Rites, like I said. The Rites is the only way to win your freedom back, return to the commonwealth, and return to glory. So right now, the story so far is, right at the beginning of the game, you are exiled out into this place that's called the downside. Your luck is basically run out, and then several masked wanderers find you and revive you from the brink. They give you food, they give you water, and all that, but then they want your help. See, in the downside, nobody can read, but you can read. So they ask you to read this book for you. It's a book about the Rites. The Rites is a secret competition through which the worthiest exiles can return home absolved of their transgressions. So what you do is you read this book for them, you guys team up, and you kind of take on these travelers with you in this wagon, and you journey across the downside, fighting in these Rites competition battle-like things, because that is the only way you can win your freedom back and return to the commonwealth. Now, as you journey across the downside, performing in these Rites rituals, you'll meet a variety of characters of all shapes and sizes, and you'll learn what's in store of them should they prevail in the Rites. Your actions will determine who returns to glory and who remains in exile to the end of their days. So what is the gameplay like? So the gameplay it's very different. So dialogue, there's like a lot of dialogue, there's character progression, you get to learn the characters that you're traveling with. Like I said, you find many characters that you travel alongside with in this wagon that you kind of drive across the mystical purgatory of the downside, and you actually get involved in these characters' lives and their stories. And there's a lot of dialogue. You can change words in the dialogue to kind of fit your playstyle, to fit how you want to respond to different characters, and you build a story, you build a connection with all the characters in the game. Pyre and Supergiant Games has always been big on storytelling, so that is a big factor in this role-playing party-based game. Now, as you progress through the game, as you progress through the Rites, as you progress with dialogue, you'll eventually learn the story and all that, and you get to interact, like I said, with characters in many different ways. There's a 20-minute gameplay demo that is out right now. I might put some in this video, I might not, but I will link it in the description nevertheless, because I will be doing a video on specifically Pyre's gameplay later down the line. So let's talk about the Rites. The Rites is that competition that you actually play. This is the meat of the game of Pyre. So the Rites kind of plays out like a mini sports game in a way. It's very distinctive, it's very different, something that I've never seen. Basically it's like 3v3. You have your team of 3 and an enemy team of 3, and the basic goal is you try to get an orb into the opposing team's pyre. Once either pyre extinguishes, the Rites end and the team with their flames still burning wins. So that's how it works. You actually rush to this orb in the beginning of the game. You can only control one of your characters at one time, and you can switch between them whenever you want. You can pass the orb, you can rush with the orb, you can throw it. There's a lot of strategy that's involved with attacking and defending. You can, destroy the other characters by shooting like a wave blast at them. that you have to charge up for a certain amount of time. There's a lot in it. The visuals are awesome looking, very abstract, very vibrant, very colorful, just like all of Supergiant's games. So I can't wait to actually see how everything looks like. The landscapes that are in the game as you're traveling across the world map, the stars that you look at in the game, everything looks very vibrant and very beautiful. So after every Rites match ends, you must travel across the downside in search of the next Rites match, and you actually find these matches through like the stars, and that's like the whole story behind it all, but we're not going to get into deep with that. But during this time of travel, you get to choose the path you take. So you get to choose if you want to go to this place or that place or this place. You actually get to choose the direction you go. And each time you like highlight each place, it tells you the benefits or the negatives that result in going this direction. Sometimes you could get better resources to fuel your cart. Sometimes you could get better valuables to sell for more gold. Things like that. Gold in this game is spelled G-O-A-L-D. So that's just a random fact for you. Now also during this time you can also choose whether or not to converse with the characters that you're traveling alongside with, the other exiles you're traveling alongside with. You can converse with them, kind of learn their backstory, talk with them, try to find out what's going on to them. Sometimes they have things on their mind that they want to talk about, and you kind of build that relationship that way. You can also go gather resources and valuables, like I said, and you can also train up your exiles that are traveling alongside with you, and get them better at the rites and actually level them up experience-wise. I don't know how that actually works. It is shown in the 20-minute gameplay demo, but it doesn't really show off exactly how all that pertains to skill in the rites when you're actually playing that. So we'll see when the game actually releases or when we get more details. So there's a lot going on in this. There's a lot of roleplay aspects. You got character development. You've got the training up your team in the rites. You can find more characters as you travel across the downside. You know, you have the whole overarching story in it, that why is everybody being exiled, why is everybody here, why the only way you can get out is by fighting each other, what this whole mystical purgatory land called the downside actually is. There's a lot of story, there's a lot of mystery, and mystery is a big thing that at least in Bastion, mystery was a huge thing. So I just can't wait to see exactly what Pyre is. I love how it looks, the abstractness, all this stuff. Like I said, I'll do a video focusing on the gameplay aspect of the rites in another episode, because it is different, very different. It's like I said, it's like a sports game where you're tossing an orb to the other players, trying to get it into the other team's Pyre. It looks really cool and really fun to play. There's also going to be a PvP, a versus mode, where you verse other actual players, so that will be a thing as well. But thank you guys for watching. All the links to the videos, the trailers, the 20-minute gameplay demo will be in the description, as well as the link to Supergiant's Pyre official website. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up for me, that would be awesome, and subscribe for more Pyre related videos, as well as coverage of other under the radar in development games that might be coming out this year and in the future. So until next time guys, I hope you have a fantastically awesome day, enjoy yourselves, until next time, peace out.